Welcome back, bros. Here at the library again. And look, guys, real talk today, diving in. And it's the fact that the world that we live in, we're all trying to make money. We're all trying to grind it out and make some bank, right? It gets fucking old. It gets old. The monotony, the day-to-day, going to work every fucking day. Goddamn, dude. Trying not to fap, trying not to masturbate, trying to work out, trying to pick up girls. It's like, holy shit. This can get boring quick. Look, man, the remedy is you gotta have fun. You gotta be true. You gotta bring back what you lost in childhood. You gotta bring back that childhood spirit. Children always want to play. Play is what relieves you of the tension. Play and fun is like what life is all about. Okay, it's about, life, you can think deeply, you can be philosophical, you can make tons of money, you can leave impact. At the end of the day, though, if you're not enjoying life, what's the point? What is the point if you stop joking? What is the point if you stop laughing? If you get worried about all the worries that you can be worried about, like the bills and girls and stuff, it's like, man, what's the point? So, have fun. Have fun. One of the ways that you have fun too is by not being naive. Like, yeah, there's a lot of evil in the world. You can call it evil. You can call what people do dark shit, okay? And some people just think the world is complete shit. You don't want to get to that place because then you just think everything's miserable. Fuck living. What's the point? Fuck the human race. I hate when I hear that shit, man. I hear that on a lot of misc forums, Reddit. I see a lot of depressed people saying that, complaining. It's like, no, dude, stop being naive. Obviously, people are gonna kill and murder and rape. It's like, obviously, that stuff's gonna happen, but realize that you have the capacity to do that same thing. Okay? I know a couple men in my life that you just see, they don't embrace the fact that they themselves can be greedy. Like when there's food, say there's food for everyone. It's like they're quick to point out and watch the people that are coming back for seconds because they're afraid themselves to get seconds. And so they almost make fun of people because they're too shy to do it themselves. They're too worried about what people think. It's like, you have that shit in you to be greedy, to want to get the most food from everyone. Now, you don't have to do it, but you also don't have to be sort of sneaky, the sneaky little bastard that makes fun of everyone else. You don't have to be the guy that, doesn't realize this, guys. If you get a girlfriend, she can cheat on you. Holy shit. She can cheat on you, and you can cheat on her at any moment. No matter how good looking you are, no matter how together you got all your shit, she can cheat on you. She can be sucking some other dude off right now. She can be, she can be making a porno right at this moment while you're gone and sending you these sweet texts while she's getting plowed. That could be you. And you can't be naive to that fact. You gotta actually be ready for that. Not okay, right? You don't just like, it's okay, but like, that could happen, man. That could happen. If you don't realize that, when the blow comes, when the time comes that she does cheat on you, you're stuck in this place of like post-traumatic stress disorder. When someone does something to you that shatters what you thought reality was, oh my God, you're ruined maybe not for life, for a long time. And then you become this dark night. It's like, look, dude, have fun with life. Realize stuff isn't always going to go your way. Stop trying to micromanage your life, and life will be a hell of a lot better. Listening to Jordan Peterson, he goes into some Carl Jung philosophy. And Carl Jung said that you got to develop the shadow self. And the shadow self is all the things that we repress and put in the subconscious. The dark thoughts, man. The dark thoughts. He gives a really cool example about going and taking your brain and putting it into the brain of a Nazi concentration camp like guard. All right, torturing people. He's like, you think you can never be like that? It's like, these people are just like you. They're just like you. They believed in something and they carried out that process of torturing and killing human beings. It's like, you could be just like that. Okay? Imagine yourself that way. Bring forth the shadow self. Know that you have the capacity to do evil. And Carl says that once you realize, it's only when you realize your capacity for evil that you could realize your capacity to do good. A lot of people are consumed by the news and the terrible amounts of shit going on in the world, right? And they're consumed by that, and they think, oh, that, you know, that's, the world's so evil, I'm just helpless. You are fucking helpless when you think like that. You have no backbone. You have no power. It's like, I know, man, I am capable of some evil, evil shit, but I don't carry that out, okay? I embrace the dark thoughts. I don't just run from them. I like actually dive into them, think about where they come from, think about what I could do, realize the power there, you know, to cause mayhem in the lives of others and suffering, and then realize, well, if I can do that, imagine what good I can do in the world. Imagine what truths I can speak in a world that's full of, you know, you want to be aware. You don't want to be naive. And I keep going back to the example of the girl, but it's like, dude, that's such a big part of a man's life, to get a girlfriend, okay? And then you think that you found the perfect princess. So many guys invest so much time and money. They invest so much of, they're in this illusion that they need to please the girl. And guys, it's not that girls are fucked up. It's like, once you realize that a girl's been cheating on you, or that all these gifts you've been buying her are not working out and making her like you anymore, she ends up, you find she's talking to some other dude. It's like, well, no shit, man. Start living your truth. Stop living this lie. This lie is not getting you anywhere. It's not getting you anywhere. It goes back to having fun. It goes back to, you know, life is not about acquiring objects. It's not about acquiring a certain amount of women. It's not about your ego, about fulfilling and getting all these women to like you. It's about fucking having fun. Girls like you. They'll come to like you when you have fun, man. You know, you speak. Part of humor is breaking down all these things that humans have built up the correct way to be in society. It's like humor tears that down like a painting. You repaint it, you restructure it, you get into the subconscious of the individual. Think about why these like different races go to comedy show, and then he's saying all this stuff that's dark, it's racist, and people are laughing. People are getting made fun of. Their own race is getting made fun of, and they're dying because they've been dying to hear the fucking truth, man. And we're running from the truth all the time. Okay, so stop lying to yourself. Stop being naive. Realize you have the capacity to do a lot of fucking evil. Don't do it. Realize it. And don't be ashamed of it. It's like you're human. You're a human. It's time to wake up and shake yourself out of this state. You think about this, man. You can only focus on so much stuff. Okay, think about right now every red object that you can see on my camera. Every red object in the background, okay? All right? Now close your eyes and point out a green object. What green object is there? See, you weren't focused on green. So the bush behind me, right? Maybe the sign over right there. There's some green on that. But like, if you're focused on something, that's what your brain picks out. You only have a certain amount of bits that your brain picks up monitoring the world. Okay, you miss shit. You can't see behind your head. Well, I can right now. I can see in front of me and behind my head. But you got to realize the way that your mindset is, the way you look at the world. You're going to look at that shit through monk mode and always being stuck on nofap. It's like, if you're only stuck on nofap, well, what's the opposite? Porn. You're fucking always looking at porn. You're in this battle. Stop focusing on it. Divert the focus. Distract yourself. That's how you overcome. Okay, make life fun. Be fun. Don't be boring. People don't want to be around boring people. Boring stuff doesn't get listened to. That's, again, about drawing the line in the sand. It's like stand for something. Stand for something. Don't just go along with the crowd. Have fun. Stand for something else and stop being fucking boring. All right? Think about a chair. What's a chair? Well, a chair is like a piece of wood. And you look at that, again, back to the bits of attention. What do you use that chair for? You use it to sit down. Okay? Now, what if you use that chair as a stepping stool to get something off the fridge? Is it still a chair? Well, theoretically, yeah. it's a chair. That's what the purpose was built to sit on. But the purpose is, it changes. So does the actual thing change? It's no longer a chair. It's now a stepping stool to get the cookies down from the fridge. Now you could always use a chair. You don't have to sit in a chair anymore. You could always use a chair as like a steps to getting something. So now it becomes something else entirely. Think about if you just change your perspective of the world. Dramatic change in your life, like immediately. So as we do this monk mode thing, guys, look, the negativity has to stop. This is not supposed to be some burden. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be about building each other up, lifting each other up, and finding out the good life. Hello, miss. So we're gonna leave it there.